This lightning though. Getting that result in, bruh. Yo, what's up guys, T-Rez Fitness here. I decided to make this video quick because one of you guys said, alright, so one of you guys asked me a question and you said, don't you ever train anything else than back, chest, and legs? Because that's all we see on your videos. And you know what? It just so happens to be that these particular days fall into these vlogging days. And you know, I haven't had the opportunity to do like a shoulder workout or arm workout. And this guy was like, don't you ever train the other things? And that's totally not true. And so I thought, you know, this is a good question because I do work out shoulders, and I thought, why not give you guys my tips on these particular days because I missed it out completely. So check this video out and let's get it started. But first, we roll that intro that I forgot last video. Here goes.
Very superstitious. Something that I do to get back on with my motivation is I warm up by walking, and that way I get mentally prepared to lift the weights and also get my body warm, which is, you know, really good. But the main thing is that I listen to music, I get pumped up a little bit. So that's how I've been getting into with my motivation, you know, going to the gym and then I'm sitting there at the bench and I'm like, you know, low motivation. So I get up on the treadmill, I walk a bit, and then I get into it. It's easier to then go because I'm already warm. When I'm cold and everything, it just feels, you know, it feels like it's not gonna be good. That's how I'm feeling during my non-motivation period. Otherwise, I just go in and warm up with the weights. So this is what we're doing to get into it, get our minds ready.
I think a lot of beginners can relate to this one. When you go to the gym and you know you're gonna work out shoulders if you don't have like a specific program, and it just feels vague, like I'm just gonna work out shoulders, it's not a huge muscle group and I'm not gonna sweat, it's not gonna feel like I'm getting any work in, and at the end of the day, like what does this really mean when I do the shoulder workout? It's not like my shoulders are really off, you know, they're just shoulders, right? And I had the same thing when I went to the gym. At first I skipped out shoulder day entirely because I felt as though I wasn't really getting any work in. I was never really sweating because, you know, I couldn't involve my entire body and get that sweat in. So instead of doing shoulder days, I did another chest day, and I thought, you know, this is gonna be like really good for me because I'm gonna burn a lot of calories because it's a much bigger muscle group and etc. But because of that, they became lacking. So as my chest, back, and legs grew, I didn't really grow my shoulders. And because of that, I've suffered a lot of difficulties in the later days. Now that I've focused on them, I've compensated for that. But I thought I would go in more on the shoulder day because you guys requested that. And I would give you my tips on how I do it so that I can get all that work in, so I can get that sweat going, burn all the calories, and feel like I'm actually doing some kind of work when I'm just doing shoulders. So what I'm doing in this particular video is higher weights, and that's because I wanted to get that on video for you guys, that I was doing 100 kilos for 6 reps because that was a PR and it was correlated to my strength gains on the bench press that I increased to 90 kilos 6 reps. And I just wanted to show you guys that, but I didn't do that on the episode where I did the vlog. And so that was totally left out. Normally, when you're looking to burn fat and burn a lot of calories and get that sweat going, what I would recommend is that you do a lot of, you know, a higher amount of reps. By doing a higher amount of reps, you're gonna do more movements, and essentially you're gonna do a lot of more exercising, and that's gonna require more energy, and thus you'll burn more calories. So if you're looking to burn fat and lose that weight, you know, go for higher amount of reps. And that's what I decided to do after I hit that PR. I lowered the weights and I started working out with a lot of more reps.
The reason why I lower the weights is because I want to sweat. I want to burn all them calories, man. I'm not building muscle mass, so it's preferable to do so. So that's what I'm gonna do the rest of this workout, just high reps. Just wanted to try out my strength there. All right.
The second tip is that you should work out with dumbbells or a lot of free weights. What is it called? Free weights? Free weights. I don't know if it's called that, if that's what you call it in English. You're gonna involve your core, your back, your legs to keep that movement balanced. It will make your entire body activate and involved in that exercise. So when you do the shoulder press, overhead shoulder press, when you're standing up, this is an example of compound exercises where you work out your core, the shoulders, and your triceps all in one to burn more calories and build strength. You're gonna feel it in your entire body, and especially if you do a lot of reps, it's gonna tire you out. So usually I would recommend you start out with that exercise. So that's what I did in the beginning. I started out doing the standing overhead shoulder press because it requires a lot of energy, and therefore I would do it first. It's a good exercise to start off with because you're gonna be able to add more weight. Another thing is that a lot of people forget that there is the back side of the shoulder. You know, you have three parts of your shoulders: the front side, the back side, and the side. You know, you usually do 3 to 2 exercises. If you do that on each part of your shoulder, that's gonna be a total workout. It's like 6 to 9 exercises, and you will totally feel that you're working.
Oh, by the way, supersets, that's something I especially do on shoulder days, because then you optimize the burn and everything. Like this. That way it gets more intense, at least for me.
So I think that were 4 tips. I think I did 4 tips. Those are my 4 tips. These are the things that I think of when I go and do shoulder day. And I think I have developed a pretty well, round shoulders compared to last cut. But I'm not a professional in any way. So just use these tips. These are not like facts, like 100% facts. It's just something that I do and that worked for me at least, and probably work out for you as well. So do use these tips if you find that they can apply to you. And don't forget your shoulder days, because they are involved in other muscle groups. So if you want to build a better chest, you have to have a better, stronger shoulders so that you can keep developing your chest. Peace out.